Hey guys, today I wanted to give you an updated look into my Mother Culture morning basket. Okay, so I did this last in the spring and I thought now that it's officially summer, I want to give you a look into how my morning basket has changed. So this is not like the morning basket I do with my kids, this is purely for myself. Sometimes I can get this done before my big kids wake up. Sometimes this lasts me like all day and I just like, you know, do one thing after another, and when I have time I like fit the next thing in. But it's actually changed quite a bit since the spring in some ways. I've kind of like fine-tuned a few things and made things a little bit more streamlined and personalized, which I've been really liking. And so overall things haven't really changed, but yet they kind of have, and I'll show you into it so that you can see what I mean. So if you watched my video of my spring Mother Culture morning basket, my like stack of books was like huge, and I've kind of streamlined that and have been using a binder lately, and I've kind of been loving this. So I pretty much go in the order of the way I have things in my binder, and I'm gonna kind of hold this up a little bit just so you can see, but I'm also going to like overlay video so this makes more sense. But the very first thing that I do is my line a day. I talked about this in my last video, or like my last Mother Culture video. I've been doing this now for 3 years, I think. I think I'm starting year 4. I actually don't remember. But I decided to stop using the book that I had for the last few years because it was falling apart and I wasn't impressed with the quality. So what I did is I made myself a line a day printable. I also have a kids version on my shop, and I'm excited about this because the line a day that I own only holds 5 years, and I started in the middle of the year, so I like totally wasted half of a year of space. But this one that I made has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it has room for 8 years for the adult version. I think the kids version I made has room for 5. But it's so cool already to look back and see what I was doing like 2 years ago. So I can't imagine when I'm filling in the last ones and I'm like looking back to see what I did this day on the last 7 years. So all a line a day journal is just a space to write a little bit about what happened in your day. I like to do it early in the morning and do it for the day before. That way I can kind of like pick out the highlights, or sometimes if like a kid says something hilarious, then I can write it down. Actually, I'm going to read one to you because this was hilarious. On June 8th, my son, he said, "There should be a book called How to Kiss Properly in 20 Different Ways." So apparently that's going to be the book that he writes. And it was hilarious in the moment, and I can't wait until June 8th on years to come when I read this and like burst out laughing because it's going to be even funnier in years to come. Yeah, so like some days I just write like here's what we did, some days it's funny little lines. Every now and then I'll write down like all the funny phrases the toddler is saying, like here's what he's saying but here's what it means. Yeah, so it's nothing like mind-blowing, and yet it's such a good little keepsake. And then I may as well just kind of keep showing you through my binder. I have a space for my goal sheets. So I have some reading goals that I set at the beginning of the year. I have some goals for my birthday that I set. So those are all in there, just a way for me to track that. Then I have my reading journal. This is something that I generally mostly do in the mornings if I've like started or finished a book. Then I update my morning journal or my reading journal. And I've done a variety of different reading tracking over the years. Like I have Goodreads, but I'm so far behind in keeping up with that. I don't know why. For some reason, paper and pen works better for me. So like every month or two, I'll go onto Goodreads and like update a schwack of books. I don't even know if that's really a word, but a load of books. But I really like having the physical copy. And then my kids also have their own versions, reading journals as well, which has been really nice. It's been a good way for me to see what they've all been reading. Then something that's new to this binder, but not new to my morning time. Last time I showed you just like the notebook I'd been using for my prayer journal, and I liked it, but like I was kind of getting into this whole binder thing, so I thought I need to make a prayer journal printable. So that is what I have done. it is the start of a prayer journal. Next month, possibly even actually next week, I am going to be creating / having on sale a bundle of kind of like Christian homeschool stuff, for a lack of a better term. I'm going to have to think of a better name for it. But there's going to be some Bible journaling stuff in there, some prayer journals for moms and kids, and some Bible memory stuff. It's going to be a bundle of products that I'm going to probably have for sale for $20, but it's going to be like way more than $20 worth of stuff. And this prayer journal is part of it. And I really like what I've come up with so far. So there's a couple different layouts. Currently I only have like the daily layout printed, so there's space for you to write the date, some praise items, some confession, things you're asking for, things you're thankful for, and I really like that. I wouldn't want to do like maybe a full page of this every day, but I have ideas for some other different printables that will be included in this, including like a weekly thing where these are the things you pray for on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, that kind of thing. So yeah, I'm excited about this prayer journal because I really like keeping track of my prayer requests and stuff, and I really like the notebook that I've been using, as far as like I have a sentimental value toward it. At the same time, I like that this is prettier, so yeah, I like how it's coming. Then normally this is where I would show my Bible, but when I've been studying the Bible, I've started in Paul's letters a few months ago, and I went through, and then I did Hebrews, and now I'm in James, and I have a study Bible that has margins to, it's a journaling Bible, it's not a study Bible, a journaling Bible, and I've already studied James in that Bible. So what I have done lately is I actually just printed out James. So I just finished chapter 1 as of filming this, and I have like chapter 1 printed out, and then I've like highlighted and written notes and stuff. So this is normally how I study my Bible, but just in my actual Bible. But because I've already done James, I just printed it out. And I also have my vision planner in here, my homeschool vision planner. I'm pretty much done it for the year. I still need to pick verses for my kids and stuff. But yeah, that is what my binder / part of my morning time looks like. So I feel like this is really simple, really small for all that it holds. I mean, I don't have all of my line a day printed yet. Once I do, that will get thicker for sure. But I've been really liking like this binder system for my morning time. And then in addition, what I do is I usually have some nonfiction books on the go that I read small portions of in the morning. So currently, as of right now, I'm reading Grace Laced. This is a beautiful book by Ruth Chou Simmons. It's pretty much little devotions, but way more beautiful than any other devotional that you've ever read. I definitely struggle with like little devotionals because I feel like it's hard to get any depth in such a short amount of time, and I do feel the same way about this one. Originally I was like, oh, maybe I'll want to buy it because it's gorgeous, but I think I'm just gonna read it from the library and then give it back. So I'm currently reading that, and then after I'm done that, I'm starting on my C.S. Lewis tome that I have here. This actually has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different C.S. Lewis books. I don't know if I'm going to read all of them, but I want to get through Mere Christianity this summer. There was a read along kind of thing going on here on YouTube a couple months ago, and I kind of missed it, and so now I'm kind of feeling left out, so I'm going to read through it like months later. So I want to read Mere Christianity, and then there's also the Screwtape Letters, which I've read a couple times and love. But then I haven't read any of the rest of them: Miracles, The Great Divorce, The Problem of Pain, A Grief Observed, The Abolition of Man, and The Four Loves. So I don't know, I may keep going, but I definitely at least want to read Mere Christianity this summer. Then something new that I've been doing is this cute little, it's called The Little Book of Big Mind Benders. Over 450 word puzzles, number stumpers, riddles, brain teasers, and visual conundrums. So I originally got this because I thought maybe it'd be good to do with the kids, and I have done some of them with the kids. That ranges in difficulty from like pretty easy to like pretty hard. And they've enjoyed them. We've kind of like gone over some of the easier ones together. Then I kind of got addicted to it and just started doing them on my own as well. I always loved this kind of thing as a kid. My mom bought me things like this for road trips, and I would just sit there and do these. And so it's been fun to kind of have a little bit of like a brain workout in the morning as well. So that is on my stack as well. And that is the total of my morning basket for this summer. Things change all the time. I think for the most part, the binder stuff will kind of stay the same now, but I feel really good about where I've got that. But obviously, like, the books will switch out. So I'm going to leave everything linked and listed below so that if you want to check something out, you can. But if you have a Mother Culture morning basket, or morning basket if you don't do it in the morning, I would love to hear what you have in there. I'm always looking for ideas on things to like switch out, especially like nonfiction books to read. So I like to read like Christian fiction or homeschool books. Also, like, maybe some kind of, like, I don't know, just games to keep your brain young of some sort. Any suggestions you have for those would be great. Thanks for watching, guys.